Welcome to today's afternoon activity. We are doing science again. I'm very excited about science. So we have talked about force a little bit this week, and we're going to talk about a new kind of force, and gravity. So gravity is a force that pulls things down, brings them down. So if you drop a pencil or a piece of paper, it's going to come down because of gravity. Now, before we get started, I forgot to tell you, but I'm going to tell you now, we need a few supplies. You can do this over the sink, but I have a plastic tub so that you can see what I'm doing. And then you need a glass with a flat rim and water. And then you also need a card. Now this does need to be thicker. I'm using my watercolor paper that's kind of thick, but if you have like a postcard, but try to keep it definitely stiff so that when you hold it out like this, it doesn't bend, okay? All right, so back to gravity. So if I take this cup of water, my jar of water, and I turn it upside down, what will happen to the water? Let's see. It just falls out, doesn't it? Well, that's gravity. Gravity is bringing the water down, okay? So it's not just going to magically stay in there, is it? So in order to counteract gravity, we have to find a force that will push against the gravity. And what we're going to use for that is air pressure. And I'm going to take my card, and I have another jar of water. I'm going to place my card on the top. Now while I hold my card in place, nice and tight, I'm going to turn my cup over. Okay? Now what do you think is going to happen if I take my hand away? Is the card going to fall? Is the water going to fall out? Let's see. Check that out. It's staying on there. I don't know how long it's going to stay. So while I talk to you, we're going to see how long it will stay up. I'm going to explain what's happening here. So what's happening is there's air pressure. The air around us is always giving pressure, and it's always creating force. And we don't always see it, but it's there. So when the air burst out of your balloon rocket, it was creating force. But right now, the air around us is creating pressure against this card. It has something to push against. And that is helping to keep the gravity that's pushing the water down from working. So as the gravity is pushing down, the air pressure is also pushing up, and it's keeping the card in place and the water in the jar. Isn't that awesome? And it's staying for a long time. So I'm going to keep holding this. Now this is something you can do over and over and over again. You can use a lot of water and see if maybe that strength of that water, the gravity on that water, is too strong for the air pressure. And you can use just a tiny bit of water and see if that makes a difference. There's lots of different ways you can change the elements in this experiment. How cool is that? So we have gravity pushing the water down, and we have the force of the air pressure keeping the card in place. And those two are creating this floating water. Oh, it's starting to go. My seal is breaking. Oh, it's gonna splash. Oh no. Oh, can you see that? Can you see here how it's starting to bend and come down a little bit? All right, I'm gonna break the seal. Are you ready? That's awesome. All right, my friends. I hope you enjoy this activity, and I hope you have fun experimenting with gravity and air pressure and force, and I'm excited to see what you end up doing today. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.